Learn about health from within on the Phenomenal Health Show with Dr. James Ryan Finn.
All right, here we go. This is Dr. James Ryan Finn. This is the Phenomenal Health Show, coming to you guys with a message of love and life and health and healing. Talking today about something that might be triggering you. Talking about trigger points. The body sometimes will lie to you. You'll have a pain or perception of sensation, but or pain in some type of place in your body, and that ain't where the problem is. It's kind of like a radio tower or a tall building. There's going to be a lightning rod there, and if lightning hits the building, you don't want it to blow the building up or short the radio tower out. There's a ground wire that goes, and you have a lightning rod. It hits that rod, goes into the ground, and you divert the energy somewhere else where it's not going to cause so much pain. Well, that's exactly what your body does. You can have a problem in one place, but it's going to hurt somewhere else. So it's like this mystery of referred pain that people have. And as a chiropractor, we got to figure that out. We got to figure out, okay, what's going on? Where is it actually from? So when you have like a nerve root irritation, you might not feel the pain right there at the nerve root. So your brain runs the body through the nervous system. The brain sends a signal through your spinal canal. That's your spinal cord that runs through there. And as it goes down, it branches off. Nerves go out to run organs. At the end of every nerve root is an organ. Where the nerve roots exit your spine, you've got 12,000 miles of nerves for your body to go and run every organ, every tissue, every cell. You've got 77 trillion cells. Each cell has 1,000 interactions every second being coordinated by your brain. Amazing system. It does it all on its own. You don't have to think about it. It's doing it constantly. So it's interesting in that if you have a problem in your neck, one of the nerve roots, if that got inflamed there, it would have a problem and shut down whatever that nerve goes to run, be your heart, be your lungs, be your thyroid. You don't want those things shutting down. So instead of doing that, you have a lightning rod, a trigger point. You'll feel pain in your shoulder. It defers the pain somewhere else to a safe discharge zone. That's exactly what a trigger point is. So the patient comes in, it's like, right here, doc, I got this spot right there by my shoulder blade. Well, that's one thing it could be, but more often than not, it's going to be something with the cervical spine, something with the neck. When you've got C5 and C6 irritation, that's going to cause shoulder blade pain. We know that. Patient comes in, my neck's stiff, but I'm having thumb pain. That could be C6 nerve root, the sixth cervical nerve root or in your neck. People come in with middle finger pain. Could be if you're using it too much out the window, but it could be something in your neck, which would be C7 runs that middle finger. You know, you get a little higher up, people come in having pain behind my eyes, they're having headaches. We're going to look for C2 and C3 and up top. And these are the things. You may have a shoulder problem, but it's actually your neck. Okay. But we can diagnose that. We can figure that out. We do a shoulder exam. We do a spinal exam. We do x-rays. We have posture evaluation that we do digitally. There's all these different tests to do to figure out exactly where and what problem you're having so that we know, can we correct the cause of it? When you have problems like sometimes people come in, chest tightness, that might be a heart attack. If you're having symptoms like that, we screen you. We want to know, okay, is your blood pressure off? Listen to your heart. You're having AFib. We're licensed physicians in the state of Florida. We have at our disposal and within our technique and within our knowledge how to do a full exam and determine, is it your back or a heart attack? I mean, it seems kind of simple, but I had a gentleman in, he had the left arm pain, right jaw pain. He's got chest tightness. He's got shortness of breath. I'm thinking heart attack. I'm like, sir, this is not for us. I don't want to do an examination on you. We're going to have to send you out to the emergency room. I go, I'm going to call 911. I think you're having a heart attack. And he's like, nope, I'm not. He goes, I've already had that testing. I just did it. And thank God, because that's what we had to check first. But yeah, sure enough, ended up being the base of his neck and the upper part of his thoracics. There was pressure on the nerve coming down his arm. He had problems in the upper cervical part of his spine, sending referred pain to the right jaw. And we were able to help that guy. So sometimes it's not your heart, it's posture. You go a little bit lower, like your lumbar spine, the low back. People have L4, causes knee pain. People come in, we do an exam on the knee. What is it? Is it the ACL, the PCL? Is it lateral collateral ligaments? We know how to do a proper examination and do the orthopedic test of a knee to determine if there's knee dysfunction or if it's coming from your L4. And more often than not, we can find some problems with that L4 and we can correct it. People come in, they have pain in the side of their calf. Okay. That outside of your calf, just below your knee, you'll get just a stinging right there. And it's right there, doc. I don't know what that is. Well, that's referred knee pain. That's the sciatic nerve that causes that. That's coming from your back. They even I've seen online, like little band, like a little band that you put on there that puts pressure on that trigger point and it relieves the pain. That's not fixing the cause of it, folks. You got to get to the cause. You could have a trigger point in your gluteus medius, and that mimics sciatica. And that's pretty easy. Your psoas tension, your piriformis muscle could be tight. There's all kind of things to figure out. And I don't know. It's fun as a chiropractor to see these puzzles. But when it's you experiencing that pain, that's not fun. You need to know what the cause of it is. Is it your knee or is it your back? Because if it's your back, you have bigger problems than your knee. Knee's one thing that's going to create mobility problems, and that's serious. And you can't move. You get it if you've ever had a knee problem. But the nerves coming out of your back don't just run your knee, they run your gut, they run your boys. If you're a man, they run your female parts. If you're a girl, okay, they run things, they run your digestion. All these things could be problems from the nerve roots. The only way to know is to get a proper exam by your chiropractor. A classic symptom for gallbladder problems is right shoulder pain. Had a patient come in, did an examination. There's nothing wrong with the shoulder. There's nothing wrong with the spine. Did an abdominal exam, poked on the gallbladder. Holy cow, they came unglued. Like, that's an emergency. Let's get you out of here. They had to have that thing removed that day. Probably saved their life. Spleen, left shoulder pain, your kidney, flank pain, your heart, obviously that left arm and jaw pain. The appendix has problems near the belly button before it moves around. So the body, where your lightning rod is, where your body's going to send the pain when there's a problem, isn't always where the problem is. A nerve root gets irritated. Your body doesn't want to inflame around that nerve root and risk organ dysfunction. So it's going to divert it into a muscle somewhere, and that muscle tightens up, and that's what forms a trigger point. There's ways to treat them. You can get needling in them. You can get massage. You can rub them out yourself. I love the vibratory gun. I love all those techniques, and I love getting those techniques, but it's not the cause of the problem. The pain is often the smoke alarm, and it's not the fire. The only way to know if whatever's going on with you, be it knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, headaches, to know what the cause of that is, to get an exam. And we've developed in our office the phenomenal health exam to get to the bottom of your problem, to get to the cause of your problems. We are DCs, doctors of chiropractic. We like to say doctors of cause. We want to find the cause of your problem, not just treat the symptom. And our exam is extremely comprehensive. We start with a case history. What are you going through? What have you been through? When did this start? How long has it been going on? When's the first time you ever had it? What have you been through? Did you race motocross or have a trampoline as a child? Did you like rope swings when you were a kid? Did you play sports? Do you sit too much? Did you read a lot of books? We got to do a deep case history to figure out like what you've been through in your life. Next thing, okay, we're going to do examination, starting with ranges of motion. If you can't turn your head as far as you're supposed to the left or right, there's dysfunction in your spine. We've got to figure out, is that muscle? Is it bone? Is it nerve irritation? We're going to do range of motion and calculate and figure out exactly where you're moving, where you're not. We do a digital posture analysis. It's super high tech. We're going to evaluate with technology exactly the degree of misalignment that you have in your posture. Okay, everybody says, oh, I got bad posture. I need to sit up straight. Maybe it's a problem with your spine. Maybe it's not your fault. Maybe mama was telling you to sit up straight and it wasn't just something conscious that you're not doing it. There's a problem. The digital posture scanner that we can do can tell exactly that. If your head's forward, we measure exactly how forward it is. If your head's off, we measure to the 10th of a degree exactly how far off that is. We also do orthopedic neurological evaluations. If it's a knee, we're going to do an ortho exam on that thing. Shoulder, same thing. If you've got numbness and tingling, we're going to do a neurological exam. If you've got dizziness, we're doing a neuro exam. We're doing a full exam just like you would get at a neurologist, at an orthopedist, but you don't need a referral to go to your chiropractor. We have all these at your disposal when necessary. We do hundreds of them every single week, hundreds of different neurological and orthopedic tests. We'll do exactly what's appropriate for you. We do digital palpation. We actually touch you. How many times people go on the doctor, tell me they went to the doctor and they didn't even touch me. Well, we're going to do a palpatory exam. We're going to feel your spine. We're going to put our hands on the joint and figure out where it is in your spine, in your knee, in your ankle, in your wrist. Adjusted an elbow yesterday, immediate relief for the golfer. He was happy, he went and played, and I can't wait to see him next time to see how his game went. We do put our hands on and we're trained. We used to train with the telephone book. We'd feel how deep in the phone book we could find a hair. You could find it almost an inch deep. That's how skilled our touch is. That's how we've developed our sense of touch. I'm feeling your spine. I'm feeling it through 3 and 4 inches of muscle. It's a skill that we've had to develop over thousands and thousands of hours. But we also, what we can't feel, we can see, because we've got state-of-the-art digital x-ray in our office. That state-of-the-art digital x-ray is exactly what we use to see where the misalignments are, if it's there, when it's medically necessary, to see exactly where those misalignments are and are they correctable, how much damage. We can quantify it, we can qualify it, and then we know, okay, what to tell you, the patient, if we can help you or not. So, if you got something funky going on, nobody's able to figure it out. If you got something you've been ignoring, you need to figure it out. Anything more than 3 to 5 days of pain is a problem. It needs to be looked at. It could be something deeper than just a muscle. It could be a trigger point from something deeper. Don't wait until you have spinal degeneration or some other condition in there that causes more problems. Because like your car engine, if it starts to knock, you just turn the radio up. You're not addressing the cause of it. You got to get it. You're going to have some type of catastrophic failure. So if you're a family member or experiencing neck pain, back pain, headaches, trigger points, muscle pain, knee pain, elbow pain, shoulder pain, if you're experiencing these things and you haven't had it checked, come see us. And our initial exam, the phenomenal health exam that includes all the things I mentioned, would be thousands of dollars and probably take you weeks to get it done if you went through the traditional healthcare system. But we have it all available in our office. It would probably cost you thousands of dollars if you were going to get that done through the traditional medical system. But we in our office have gotten the fee down to where it's just $185. That's the entire phenomenal health exam. That's the case history, the posture, the range of motion. That's the digital x-rays when needed. That's all the ortho-neuro exams. That's the digital posture scans. That's the bilateral weight scales. That's everything we need to do to figure out what the cause of your problem is. We've got it down to $185. But we have a very special offer. If you want to get in right away, if you're a radio listener, podcast listeners, go to our website, FENNCHRO.com. That's FenChiro.com, FENNCHRO.com, FENNCHRO.com. Just make an appointment. Request an appointment. If there's a way to pay for your appointment, don't do that. I'm going to take care of your appointment. Go to the one on the right side where it says make an appointment. Just put in radio listener, podcast listener, YouTube, however you found us. We're going to take care of that initial part of your exam at no charge. That's FENNCHRO.com. You're going to get in where we're going to get to the cause of your problem. You're going to get Defend Chiropractic, where the fact is that God loves you, your chiropractor loves you, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Learn about health from within on the Phenomenal Health Show with Dr. James Ryan.